Ferrari got a new sponsor in Hewlett-Packard, HP. McLaren might get a title sponsor in MasterCard. Adrian Newey is actually leaving Red Bull. Ferrari got a new livery for the Miami Grand Prix. Now, Ferrari drivers are actually getting a blue-colored outfit and will be called the Blue Ferraris. Rumors of Max Verstappen's team actually in negotiations with Toto Wolff for a move from Red Bull to Mercedes. What? And Andretti got the support of the US government for getting into the Formula 1. I know the video is called the Miami Grand Prix preview, but trust me guys, there are more important things going around off track in the world of F1. Hello and welcome to another video on the channel. My name is Eben and you are watching the Pit Lane Chronicles. The Miami track is basically a very boring track guys. Yes, I said it there. You just have mostly low speed corners, a couple of high speed corners, but then there are worse things besides the track in fake water, fake yacht, celebrities on crack like this.
Everything good? We in Miami. This is my home, the best city in the world, and the whole world is here for this beautiful event. F1 family.
Or like this.
Make this materialize for F1 being here in Miami. It's all ideas and fearlessness and ambition and audacity and pitching and doing awesome stuff. I love to pitch.
And then not to forget the prize distribution ceremony at the end. But then since we are already here, let's take a quick roundabout of the track. The circuit provides a good variety of corner types. Sector 1 features some fast directional changes, while the end of the Sector 2 treats us with a very slow technical section, which I also call the Mickey Mouse section. Turns 4 and 5 are high commitment fast transitioning corners that aren't quite flat, but it's irresistibly tempting to push the limits here because it is precisely when the throttle is lifted where the time is gained. Turn 6 and 7 blend into one flowing curve, offering a medium speed of throttle sequence the drivers love pushing through. Very high speed fast corner, which I would say we can just simply rush through because there is nothing to do in this particular one. Drivers really have to commit over the curbs, especially 15. Good car placement allows the driver to open the entry to 16 for a good exit onto the back straight. Then we have the back straight, which ends with a very slow speed corner, and then we have like one more left and right, which leads to the end of the lap. Now coming to the tire deck. The tire deck is probably the lowest among all the other races in the calendar, which actually means a one-stop strategy for all the teams, which just makes it a very dull race for everyone. Now getting on to something actually interesting. Why is Ferrari trying to assemble the marvel of the Formula 1 industry? They have got in Lewis Hamilton. They already have one of the major talents in Charles Leclerc. And now they are rumored to be getting Adrian Newey, which would actually take them to the next level. There are a couple of reasons behind that. Yes, they are all very competent personnel in the F1 industry. But Ferrari has always been a very slow beginner or a slow mover in terms of F1 regulations. For example, in 2009, before the regulations came in, they had a very good car which led to them winning the 2008 championships over the McLaren team. But then in 2009, they couldn't cope up with the new regulations, which to being playing the second fiddle to Red Bull then, who enjoyed the dominance from 2010 to 2013. Yes, they gave good amount of competition, but then come on, you are Ferrari, right? You shouldn't be finishing second. Also in 2014, when the hybrid era started, Mercedes just completely took over from Red Bull, and which actually left Ferrari as being still the third best team on the grid. Yes, they somewhat tried to compete in the 2017 and 2018, but it was already too late. They just completely took over the grid and there was no stopping Mercedes from dominating the sport for 7 to 8 years. And then switching on to the 2022 new regulations with the ground effect rules, Ferrari did actually try to do it well, especially in Bahrain and for the initial few races in 2022, but then eventually fell off because of the reliability issues. Even right now, Ferrari are still playing a second fiddle to Red Bull's dominance. Max Verstappen has completely taken over the grid from Lewis Hamilton. which actually leaves the team from Maranello still looking for new upgrades after every 3 or 4 races. So as said, Ferrari has always been pretty slow in terms of moving on to new regulations. And this is one of the major reasons why Ferrari is actually trying to get in all the top dogs of the industry and some of the other engineers who could be part of this brain drain from Red Bull in the coming days. This leads to another major question. Will it lead to the downfall of Red Bull? And I think for now, no. The present ground effect regulations are till 2025, which actually gives Red Bull another year. Yes, probably up from 2026 they might not completely take up, but then Peter Weish, the present chief technical officer of Red Bull, can take care of that and take the next step even for the 2026 regulations. But then the problem comes around with the rumors of Max Verstappen being in negotiations with Toto Wolff for 2025 or 2026 drive, which actually could be catastrophic for Red Bull, considering then that Perez might become the face of Red Bull, or probably someone else might have to be brought in. That actually means the consultant's position that Helmut Marko used to provide might actually also leave with that, for which Mercedes seems to be in the driving position, considering how close Helmut Marko and Niki Lauda were earlier before his demise. And coming back to the Miami GP, not to forget that it's a sprint weekend as well, which actually makes it even more boring for me, because in that case we could just get a trailer of the race on Saturday itself, how the sprint goes. My prediction for the race would be similar to how the race went last year. Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez might dominate and would just finish with 1 and 2. For the third, I think one of the McLarens, and for me it would be Oscar Piastri this time around. He and Lando Norris might be getting an upgrade for this particular weekend, which could actually be beneficial. So enjoy the sprint, enjoy the race weekend, and enjoy the Miami shenanigans. Drop a like if you liked the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and see you all in the next video.